It is the 23rd of February, 1945. The crew of Lancaster NF909 from the 103rd Squadron prepare to join some 380 other aircraft on a raid on the German city of Forthsyte, northwest of Stuttgart.
Whew. What's it doing, girl?
The crew of 7 includes 2
vibrating.
pilots, and the wireless operator, Flight Sergeant Angus.
That's cool.
Late in the afternoon, they take off from the RAF airfield at Elsham.
Yeah. Are the walls moving too?
Takes 4 hours. Ahead of the main bomber stream and over the target, a Pathfinder Mosquito aircraft reports the weather to the Pathfinder master bomber.
Yes, just come out. Now we're moving cloud over the target. All is in order. Good luck.
5 minutes after the weather report, the master bomber breaks radio silence to give the base flight plan and time check to the other Pathfinder pilots in the bomber stream. Other aircraft not detailed to bomb Forthsyte drop window and use a radar jamming technique known as a mandrel screen to confuse the German radar and ground defences. But on this occasion, they are not successful. The Germans are not deceived. Luftwaffe night fighters have been scrambled and are in the air. The alarm has been raised in the city. Flat gun crews man their weapons and wait. 5 minutes have passed since the master bomber's report to the bomber stream. Pathfinder Mosquito aircraft equipped with OVO, a ground-controlled radar blind bombing system, dropped the first target indicators on the city. The master bomber confirms the accuracy of the markers and then leads the first wave of bombers made up of Pathfinder aircraft. They drop more flares and incendiaries on Forthsyte. These too are accurate, and the master bomber calls for the main force to begin the attack. The remaining 3 waves of bombers approach the target at a height of 8,000 feet. NF909 is one of many on the 3rd wave. The crew go about their duties in preparation to drop their bombs. The navigator keeps watch on his H2S target identification radar and his G-set, looking out for night fighters. The bomb aimer Flight Sergeant Keith Lord moves to the front of the aircraft and sets his bomb sight with the wind speed and direction given to him by the navigator. He checks the 16 bomb selector switches to make sure that the bomb is dropped in a predicted sequence to keep the aircraft on level course. As each wave of bombers pass over the target, Pathfinder aircraft drop additional target indicators. These hang in the sky like dazzling bunches of grapes. The aircraft is now on the final run. Flying Officer Hart must keep the aircraft straight and level for the next few minutes, despite searchlights, flak, and night fighters. As Flight Sergeant Lord watches the target indicators fall over the aiming point, he goes through the sequence to drop the bombs.
Bomb doors open. Master switch on. Bomb fused and selected.
Hunched over his bomb sight, he keeps the pilot on a steady course to target.
Left. Left. Steady. 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 Bomb's gone.
Seconds after the bombs are dropped, the Lancaster is hit by incendiaries from an aircraft flying above. The starboard inner engine catches fire. Extinguishers bring the fire under control, but it's too late. The fire has given away their position to a night fighter. It attacks from the rear and sets the fore inner engine on fire. Flying Officer Hart gives the order to put on parachutes. The crippled aircraft is attacked again from below. The fire is now uncontrollable. Hart gives the order to bail out. He holds the aircraft steady to allow the rest of the crew to get out. The bomb aimer, navigator and engineer make it out through the nose hatch. Flight Sergeant McGrath opens the main door to let the rear and mid-upper gunners escape. The last they see of him, he is talking on the intercom to Hart. Seconds later, as they hang in their parachute harnesses, they watched the aircraft, now a fireball, descend and explode on impact with the ground. The 5 surviving crew are captured and become prisoners of war. Flying Officer Hart and Flight Sergeant McGrath are recorded as missing in action. The last notation in Cliff Hart's logbook is, failed to return. 12 other aircraft were lost that night, including that of Master Bomber Major Edwin Swales, who remained over target despite severe damage to his aircraft and was posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross. The accuracy of the bombing of Forthsyte was exceptional. The results, devastating.